Hey traders, Mark here at PPT Trading Systems. Today is Wednesday, August 23rd. So guys, today I want to talk about a couple things. First, I want to talk about the L24, and then after that, I want to discuss something that I hope has the same impact for you guys that it's had on me personally in regards to trading and just the way that I think of trading. Okay, so first let's start with the L24. So it's been a bit of a rough last 10 days or so for the L24. I had 5 or 6 straight losses. I hit a nice target on the euro pound overnight. It's a trade that I've been in since Thursday last week. And I have this trade on currently right now. I'm long from 1.1768. I have a target up here at 1.185. Now, if this trade hits, guys, I'm going to have 2 wins and 4 losses in the last 10 days. And I will be net positive on those trades. In fact, if this trade hits target, I have 6 weeks now of live trading on the L24, and I will be at a 15% return in 6 weeks. Now, imagine what it would do for your accounts if you could average just 5% per month. That's a 60% return a year. It's going to make a massive difference on your trading, on your retirement, whatever it is that you're putting that money to work in. Why is this strategy so effective? Well, guys, it's because of the risk reward, right? If we think of risk in terms of an R multiple, so I'm going to risk a 1R to make a 2.5R. That's what I'm doing here. That means when I have a currency pair that rips higher like this on a daily, rips higher like this on a weekly, and I catch, say, 4 or 5 winning trades in a row, which happened in this pair, what actually happened was there were 3 winners and 1 loser over the course of 4 trades. So think about that, gang. I have 3 winners at a 2.5R. That gives me a 7.5R, right? The 2.5 plus 2.5 plus 2.5 is a 7.5R. I have 1 loser at a 1R. I now am net positive 6.5Rs. Makes me sound like a pirate, doesn't it? Anyway, I can lose my next 6 trades and still be positive. That's powerful. When you have a system that can do this, you stop worrying so much about the losers. And you just focus on the process. Now you're going to notice one addition to this. I finally got this other indicator coded. And this is going to give you my trend direction on a daily and a weekly. This will start saving me from some of those losing trades. I noticed that a handful of my losses, I could have saved myself using this filter. Now, it's going to filter out some winners too. I just hope that it's a net positive to the filtering out more losses than winners, right? Okay, gang, that wraps up the L24. Now, something else I want to share with you, and this has been something that I've actually been working on for a long time. And I'm going to tell you where it all began. So when I first started trading, just like I'm sure a lot of you, I blew through a bunch of accounts. I shouldn't say a bunch, but I blew through 2 accounts, and I quit trading because I didn't deserve to trade real money. And I actually just went to work, started studying statistics and thinking of trading in terms of the way a casino would build out, maybe like a game, like a blackjack game, where you want to understand all the different odds and all the different scenarios. It took me a long time to build that. It took me about 18 months to get there before I took another live trade. And what I was trying to build back then, which I never was having a hard time accomplishing, was just something that had a large risk reward. And the reason I was trying to do that was because, I would read books that talked about professional traders. I mean, if you guys read any of those popular books, like Trend Following by Michael Covell, who interviews some professional traders, or if you do any studies of Paul Tudor Jones, what you're going to find is these guys aren't winning a huge percent of their trades. In fact, they're losing more than they're winning, which means their win percentage is below 50%. So why is it that when I talk to retail traders or traders like myself, why is it that we all have these expectations that we need to win more than we lose? Well, it's because we've been taught that way. And maybe it's less that we've been taught that way and more that we have the mental mindset that it just feels better to win more than we lose. What if I told you that I can show you with actual numbers and data that you could make money, not just make money, but actually make a lot of money winning just 2 out of 10 trades? You could actually print money winning 3 out of 10 trades. What are you thinking right now? I'm full of crap? Yeah, I mean, I probably would have thought the same thing. So I've been testing a system. Really, I was testing my mindset first. But it took me a few months to get the system tested. I have over 500 trades on this thing now tested. It has a 33% win percentage. It's the lowest win percentage system I've ever put together. But it's also the highest profit system. So I had it coded up. Okay? And let me show it to you. Alright, here it is. It just prints these buy and sell zones, okay? You just got green zones and red zones for buys and sells. And then all I'm doing is I'm just taking trades out of these zones on a smaller time frame. So today, I took 10 trades. I won 2. I lost 8 and I won 2. I am actually positive today $135. Now, that's nothing, right? I can't live on $135. But what's amazing about that is I'm actually positive. Now, let me tell you what happened on Monday and Tuesday. I actually won more trades than I lost on both days. I'm using a $5,000 account. On Monday, I made $2,000. Yesterday, just shy of $1,000. Combine the 3 days this week, I've got a 60% return in 3 days. I'm sure right now some of you are thinking I'm full of crap, and frankly, I don't care. This is something I've been striving for a long time. And now I'm going to show you guys some numbers to help you maybe think a little differently about what you're doing. Here's a little spreadsheet that I put together. So let's just make some basic assumptions. Here, these are my assumptions right here. Everything else is formulated. Let's start here. Starting capital, $5,000. Let's just be really conservative and let's risk no more than 1.5% of the account per trade. That's what I'm personally doing. Let's just make an assumption I can make 5 trades a day, which I think I can make more than that. I'm going to win 20% of my trades. So I'm going to win 20 out of 100. Means I'm going to lose 80 out of 100. Now I want to change this number actually because on my tick chart, I'm actually only risking $35. So let's change that to $35. Now on my winners, I'm only going for 200. So let's change that as well. I'm going to factor in commissions at $5. Actually, it's factored in at $4.60. Okay, that's the actual number that's actually what I pay for a round turn. So $2.30 per side. per contract. There are 22 trading days in a month, and I'm kind of a conservative guy. I don't think I could ever get myself to trade more than 25 contracts. Okay, so now let's go down here, guys. We're going to start with 5,000 bucks. My risk per trade is going to be $75. So at 35 bucks per contract, I can only trade 2 contracts. That's $70 risk. I'm going to be going for $400 per trade because it's 2 contracts at 200 bucks per contract. So you can see here that per day I'm only expecting to make 120 bucks. Okay? But over the course, after commissions and my net daily P&L, $74, you add that up over the month, it's $1,600. It's a 33% return on a $5,000 account. Okay? Now I've done way higher than that already this week. So I'm being very conservative here. Now you look at month 2. You see how the growth starts happening? To where at the end of the year, the ending balance in your account is 117 grand. That's a 2,200% return. Now, look, a bunch of you who watch this are going to think this is just some kind of witchcraft stuff, right? It's not. Do the math yourself. If you can find an entry that has a risk reward like that, the numbers just work. In fact, Paul Tudor Jones, if you don't know who he is, you need to know who he is. Okay, would be, if there were a Hall of Fame of traders, he is in it. He said, if you have a risk reward that is if your winners are 5 times bigger than your losers, you only need to win 20% of your trades to make money. You'd be a fool to not be able to win 20% of your trades. Think about it. And we're not just talking about making money. We're talking about making significant money because futures have high leverage. That's why you can do this. So how do you take a market like the futures market that has such high leverage and implement something super conservative? You're looking at it. Okay, I hope this, guys, I seriously hope you let this sink in and really think about this, because this, if there's a holy grail of trading, you're looking at it right now. This is it. All right, gang. Hope you got some value out of that. And I'll try to get another video out before the end of the week. See how the Euro USD trade ends up. Keep you all posted on the L24. Take care, gang.